In the next 3 videos, we're going to explore what we can learn from comparing our 2 Chinese field sites. We're going to talk about not just what this can tell us about social media, but also discuss some of the problems of generalizing about a place as big as China. One of the defining features of my rural China field site, where many families have lived for generations, is that people strongly identify with certain values. In fact, the people of this region are often seen as being exemplary of this. For instance, these values include things like morality, attitudes towards one's family, and respect for one's parents and even one's ancestors. In other words, things that are strongly identified with Confucianism and with other Chinese folk religions. Given this orientation towards tradition, the introduction of a new media in the town was bound to cause concern, especially in relation to core issues such as education and family. As a result, people tried to adapt social media and use it to express some of those traditional values. A good example of this comes from sharing special baby photos online when one's child reaches 100 days old. And this builds on established celebrations of this event, which involve banquets for extended family and friends. Here, the owner of a photo studio in the town and the young mother both explain.
拍百天照啊，虽然叫百日照，但是说他这个不会在这个100天的时候来拍，也有可能是多几天或者是少几天。他们觉得有可能就是说这个100天的时候，这个孩子非常的可爱啊，然后他就是拍这么一套照片，留下来，让这个孩子长大以后，就是说在这个时候看一下，99%的，就是说年轻的夫妇。都会传到这个空间里，然后让那个亲戚朋友分享给他们看。
我觉着，如果我的空间从我儿子一出生开始，一直到他成人的那一天，我把这个 QQ 交给他，我觉得就是我送给他最好的礼物，因为他所有的成长都在里面记录着。我儿子反正拍百日照拍了有5、6套衣服吧，反正大约选了一些我认为很好玩的，也有好看的，也有挺搞笑的，然后就做了一本册子，还有几个摆台。然后基本上底片都给我了，然后我就把底片都放在那个 QQ 空间里了。照片跟相册不一定哪一天可能坏了丢了什么的，但是这个 QQ 空间的话，它比较永久啊，只要我的 QQ 不丢，它就在这儿。
哎，快点的，
那这是找一去，找一去，找一。
Other expressions of tradition on social media include romantic memes which are shared on Qzone pages, which often feature really long texts about devotions of love and marriage. These are typically shared by young unmarried students in their late teens and early 20s. And here they take these ideals of romantic love and then link them with traditional values of marriage and family. A final example of social media as both maintaining but also extending tradition comes from classmate groups. The continued relationship with classmates has long been seen as an important but also enduring unit of Chinese society. QQ helps facilitate this traditional notion by allowing classmates to remain long after graduation as an enduring and long-term network of support. So to summarise, in my field site, which shows a devotion to Chinese tradition, these 3 examples of sharing baby photos, of sharing romantic memes, and of the creation and maintenance of classmate groups all point towards the way in which local people have taken the innovation of social media and then reappropriated it in quite a traditional way to fit with rural Chinese morals and ethics.